I moved from Utah to Kentucky over 15 years ago, and here's a list of things that I miss about Utah. Promposals. The fact that when you ask someone to go to a dance, it was in the most creative way. That was so much fun. I have so many fond memories. I never got a promposal, but my friends did, and it was great. The fact that you always know where you are because all you have to do is find the mountains and there's no trees to cover them. Plus the streets are in a grid pattern for almost everywhere. I was never lost there. Utah, they have a lot of actual school choice where there's charter schools and magnet schools. My family lived there for years, and the things that they had available to their kids was awesome. My kids don't get any of that. I grew up Mormon, so this is probably more specific to being in the Mormon church, but within the 2-block radius that I lived on, I knew at least half of the families, and we were very connected and were there to support each other. I don't know my neighbors 2 houses down here, and I kind of miss knowing what's going on. And on a similar vein to that, the fact that we actually went caroling door to door, driving around our neighborhood, that was very common. It was not unusual to do. The people in Utah are so gorgeous. It's just a feast to the eyes whenever you go there. From where I grew up, if you drove 2 hours in any direction, you'd be in a completely different terrain. I could be in the Salt Flats, I could be in the Red Rocks, or I could be in the Uinta Mountains. I don't want to talk about what happens when you go north. That's just Idaho. That's boring. Dry heat. I know that people in Utah would say that it gets so hot in here and the dry heat is hot. It is not worse than the wet heat. Here in Kentucky, sweat collects on the outside of you like a blanket, a bad blanket, a hot blanket. It is a horrible, horrible feeling. I would go back to dry heat any day. This one's an obvious one. I really miss the mountains. I miss being able to look out at that gorgeous, gorgeous scenery. Here in Kentucky, it's just green, green, green. You get sick of one color, honestly. The last one could be fixed if someone brought it here to Kentucky. Cafe Rio. It is still my most favorite restaurant. I think about it more often than I would care to admit. I also made a list of things that I don't miss about Utah, so if you'd like to know that, let me know in the comments, because this has been kind of fun.